everyone, I'm Steve Hardline and welcome to Mix TV's Senior Spotlight. Today we're putting the spotlight on Medical Center, Compounding Pharmacy, and Health Center. Well, this is our senior citizen spotlight, and so really, Cindy, putting the spotlight on what Medical Center can do for seniors, and I want to talk about medications and also dosing, because I know that's so important.
Well, medications for seniors can get overwhelming and confusing very quickly. Many senior citizens actually see more than one doctor many times, and so when they come into the pharmacy sometimes is where we get to see a patient's total medication picture, and that's an opportunity for us to look for, drug interactions between other medications, to make sure that the time that they're taking their medication is appropriate, and just be able to equip them with things that they might not have thought to have asked their doctor, or their doctor might not have thought during their time together to instruct the patient. So we try, where our seniors are concerned, to be very involved and to be a resource to them, that they don't have to just go out looking for someone to help them.
Because how important is it for a senior to feel comfortable, especially with their pharmacist?
Well, it's extremely important, because many times senior citizens a lot of times will take whatever the physician has given them, and they don't ask questions, and they don't know the things sometimes to ask, and that's like any of us when we're at the doctor's office. I even have to write down notes to ask them things. But one of the things that we try to do is encourage compliance, and if they're on multiple medications, sometimes it can be difficult if there's another caregiver involved and they're giving medications to the patient. We offer simplified dose packing, so that,
tell me about that.
Well, we just put them in very simple bubble packs, but we either, if we can't determine from the way the order is written or talking with the caregiver or the patient, we call the doctor to make sure of the times of day they want particular medications given, and then we dose those medications in cards, so that rather than having to have 14 bottles or whatever to open, their medications are nicely packaged into two blister packs is what we refer to them as, and they can very easily take those to the doctor with them, anything like that.
And that helps the caregiver, I think, if that's the case.
It makes a huge difference for the caregiver, because they don't even have to think about it. It's like, here's their medications, and unless it's what we call an as-needed medication, which we normally would never put in a bubble pack, they can just be scheduled, and unless the doctor changes the order, they know exactly when to give those medicines, and they can always go back to look to see if they've given the medicine, because it would definitely be punched out on their bubble pack card, so it helps.
Well, Cindy, I want to go to another division of Medical Center, and that is the Durable Medical Equipment, DME. This is a whole other division there in the pharmacy.
It is, and one of the things that helps our seniors so much is many seniors have Medicare plans. And there are certain items in DME that, with the correct paperwork and the correct documentation from the physicians, we can bill some of those items to Medicare. That doesn't happen in every case, but it does happen in some. And so we're able to kind of guide them to let them know when they come in looking for something, if we're able to, use a physician's order and other documentation to be able to bill to their Medicare Part B. And then if we can't, our DME technicians are very knowledgeable about the equipment and how it works, and they go and spend time with the patients trying to make sure they get the right thing for them. Everything for a patient with Parkinson's to limited mobility to walkers, shower chairs, bedside commodes, you name it. Anything that someone might need to assist in their daily living activities. That's what we try to provide.
And this is a fast-growing division at Medical Center, has been for several years.
It really is, because we don't just get the senior citizens on these. We get a lot sports injuries and things like that where they need a a knee brace, an ankle brace, or an arm stabilizer, or a wrist stabilizer, or something of that nature because they've been in an accident or had some minor surgery of things of that nature. We also have diabetic shoe fittings, which is really big for those folks who have diabetes because many times they have neuropathy, and these particular shoes are made and designed to support diabetic patients and give them relief from some of the neuropathic pain, and to give them stability in their walking. So that's really a neat division.
Boy, that is exciting. And of course, we're joined by Cindy Smith, Medical Center Compounding Pharmacy and Health Center. Well, this is the time of year a lot of people think about vaccinations. And I know Medical Center, you do a lot of vaccinations, especially for seniors.
We do all sorts of vaccinations. We do shingles vaccines and pneumonia, and of course the COVID vaccines and the boosters. If it's a vaccine, for the most part, we have it, and we're able to let them know when they come in. Many times the question is, am I eligible for this? Is it time? And we're able to help them, navigate through that and know which vaccines they need to get at what particular time in their life. And usually sometimes we set up appointments, but a lot of times it's same day service. They walk in, do you have this? And if we're able to, we're able to immediately confirm all the orders and everything and just get them taken care of right on the spot.
And I think when I think about Medical Center, I think about your team. And I think especially, and this goes for all ages, but as we talk about senior citizens, being comfortable with your team, being comfortable and the relationships that your team has built with people for generations here in Cleveland.
We want them to feel like when they call us or they come to the store and they ask to speak to the pharmacist, or they're asking for assistance in an area that we are equipped to assist with, we want them to know they've come to the right place and that we care, that their needs are met. And sometimes, when we haven't been able to meet a need, we get on the phone and we call around and we help them. Just because I really believe anything that we can do to advance positive outcomes in our seniors' lives and help improve their quality of life and help reduce their stress level, because we have a healthcare system that's very complicated. It's not easy to navigate. And the confusion that we hear from patients, and that they're trying to deal with Medicare Part D and Medicare Part B and this and this and that and that. We just try to help them walk through that as best as they can and let them know that they're not alone in this, that we've got their back.
Cindy, you and I talking the other day about a lady who called you, said, I've been going to Knoxville, I've been going to Chattanooga, others would say, for compounding. When actually, Medical Center, you guys do it right here in Cleveland.
Yes, we do. We compound right here in Cleveland, and most of the time we can turn around, a compound, which is an order that the physician has to write, in 48 hours or less. And so that's a very positive benefit to patients because, number one, they're not having to travel. And then number two, many times they can get it more quickly through us with the way that we do our workflow there. So we're real proud of that, and just trying to get the word out to all the docs that, check with us, on these. If you're needing compounded medications for your patient, call us up at Medical Center and just say, hey, is this something you guys can do there? Because we would love to be able to partner with the practitioners of the community as well as the patients.
And a point to make here, you're not just a compounding pharmacy. I mean, you also are a regular retail pharmacy.
We are a regular retail pharmacy, and many times patients think that they can't call in their regular or have their regular prescriptions phoned into us, when in actuality they can. We do both. So because I do understand that it would be cumbersome going to this pharmacy for this medication and this pharmacy for that medication. So we offer full pharmacy service.
One-stop shopping.
One-stop shopping.
Well, I've got to ask you before we go, about this great slogan that I know you've just rolled out at Medical Center. There's never been a better time to come home to Medical Center Pharmacy. Tell me what that means.
Well, we feel like we have really had the desire, and I've had the passion to let our community know that we're here and we do what we do for them. And we have been in this community for many years, many years. And we did go through some changes, but we are there, we are ready, and we have a great staff, and just look forward to the opportunity to serve the people of Cleveland, Bradley County, the surrounding areas, if they would give us the opportunity.
Well, that's it. Our latest Senior Spotlight, this time Medical Center, Compounding Pharmacy and Health Center. I'm Steve Hartline. We'll see you next time.